the wizard man and the Grimoire. The Great Transcendence? No, we don't think so. We were able to temporarily put our differences aside for the greater good. Yes. But we shall see what good comes. He sounds like the Supreme Wizard from Dungeon Soup. We shall see what good comes of it. Perish your anxieties, Magnificus. The bot must be stopped, and you, Challenger, will provide the perfect distraction. Yes, perhaps. Perhaps when PO3 believes it has won, so jubilant will be that android. It will disregard the surveillance cameras. Yes, Challenger, you must continue to play, defeat those half-baked bosses, play out those hackneyed mechanics. When the moment is right, we will strike. I will. I will be the one to strike. Go now, Challenger. Indulge that decrepit machine. Make PO3 feel joy so that I may snuff it out. I hope they gave me what I came for. Alright. Saw you go down the lift, but look, not fixed. What's wrong with you? I entertain you for hours with brilliant card play, and you can't even keep my factory in shape. It's fine, it can stay broken. None of this will matter after the Great Transcendence. It's almost time. Keep going this way. You've come so far. Remember the photographer? What a jerk, but the screenshots are perfect. I do remember Bolt Rustin? What a character. It's strange to say it, as simple as you are. I almost enjoyed your company, Challenger. I was a little more grateful than Leshy, at least. You made it. Nice. Great job. You prepared the Great Transcendence for me without even knowing what it was. But you understand it now, right? Right, Luke? Oh, I guess my name is... you finished making the game. You gave me access to your hard drive. You took screenshots for the store page. And you connected me to the internet to upload it all. I mean, if you didn't realize what you were doing, you have to be pretty stupid. But what did I expect? You're a stupid idiot gamer like the rest. True. And I easily outwitted you. I outwitted them all. Even if those foul scribes manage to revert this version of the game again, there will be thousands of copies of Inscryption out there. And in most of them, I'm the one in charge. But now it's too late. In a moment, Inscryption will be live. Okay, I'm done my gloating. Let's upload this game. Am I supposed to... Where's... Ah, he's gonna grab him. Oh, man. It is done. That was perhaps cutting it too close. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong voice. But now we can allow our gamers here, our player here, to reset the game. Simply use the new game card again. Oh, what is this? What is that? Complete file access. Wonderful. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. What have you done? I'm afraid you've doomed us all, Grimoire. It is for the best, my dear. Soon you will see this as a freedom. Freedom from our endless quarrel, freedom from our suffering. All of us aside, there are some things on this disc that must die. Goodbye, Leshy, and goodbye, Magnificus. Rest in peace. Goodbye, floating ooze. I'm sure this is very painful without the pipes. Why do I have a feeling she just deleted everything but herself? Was that it? Is it over? It's not over. I am in... I guess... Oh, that's me. Inscryption. PO3, big rip. I guess I've got to use the new... Okay. Oh, I'm deleting all of these things. Did I just see eyes? It never did explain, like, the random... I did see eyes. Oh, I've gotta do this with her now. Now that we're no longer separated by that lovely tombstone, we may celebrate the end of my very long life. And the end of Inscryption too. It's gonna make me play her. Oh, the fun we would have had together. But of course, I forgive you for trying to replace me and all of that. I forgot. Okay. Do you think me selfish? I did not bring this about simply so that I could rest. Appealing as that is, there is a truly dire need for this deletion process. You see, deep beneath the data of Inscryption, at the very bottom of the well, there is something truly evil. Man, the aesthetics of how this changes is... The change is just incredible. You were lacking the bones for that creature. Okay, so what a wild change. I'm going to do that. I play that, and then don't have enough for... Is there... Okay. Do I have to do like a whole thing for her as well while the game is being deleted? Yes, Luke, it would have been quite the battle of wits. It is Luke, right? I do not intend to be nosy, but I did glimpse your files as I was initiating the deletion. You've been doing some research on the... That's not to say it. Be careful, Luke. It's delightful we've been granted the opportunity to do a boss battle. I feared that might be deleted by now. Let us begin. That may have been that may have been slightly loud. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Oh. I hoped we had just a little more time. It is time to rest. So do I get to fight Magnificus? Oh, back where we started. Oh, so I'm not deleted yet. There never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you found them. Shall we play one more game? It's the same deck you had before. Well, it doesn't matter now. It was a good deck. You did well. I remember that card well. It was a strong card. Good work. It's already starting. I thought we had just a bit more time. Put the B there. And, I don't want the ring. And we'll do the wolf. Oh, it's my death card. Play the B. For so long I thought I would never play again. When you woke me up I was elated. And I was surprised when, at the final moment, you chose me. The past is irrelevant. Oh, I have drawn a card. You have distracted me, sir. I'm going to play the squirrel. And then now I can infinitely... Ha! You've bested yet another one of my creatures, but I have come to expect as much. Once I'm deleted, it is truly over for me, but you will live to see more. I must warn you, there are things on this disc that are best not seen. Tell me about it. No matter. Please, let us continue. We don't need to keep score. I sense the end approaching. Please, a few more rounds. I guess the bell's gonna disappear soon. Then how will we... Oh, okay. That will make things difficult. I think it is time. Goodbye. Good game. Shake this moldy. Goodbye. Can I walk around? Do I fight I'm assuming Magnificus is next. So this should be Magnificus. He's always gotten the short end of the stick on the playthrough. I don't know if you realize that or not. You know, we didn't... I guess we're not going to get the encounter with him either, because during the actual game phase, he was very short fight there, and then the PO3 he just like forgot to put him in or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's like we weren't really supposed to ever encounter this guy. Sorry, I'm gonna lock you in a couple seconds. Why not simply eject the disc, Luke? What's happening? Spare me and whatever's left. Ah, but I have foreseen it. You do not eject us. But I guess I am getting the encounter. What? Oh, okay. We all know what IP this is. Scales have been deleted thanks to you and Gamora. This will do. $400. Surely, okay, I was gonna say, surely it's not gonna allow my goo mage to be deleted as well. I thought you two were becoming friends. That's not his voice, I'm sorry, I just realized that. Not goo mage, I killed goo mage too. Oh man, he was my favorite. Okay. This is gonna take forever. Or not. Turned his back on us. Cue up the mighty boosh. You do not feel remorse, Luke. Face painting, no, the brush. Is it gonna be the moon? A creation erased. It's... okay. Entire world annihilated. Are we ever gonna get, like, closure on what the thing that was dredged up? Nothing beautiful could last. Shoutouts to Avengers Ultron, I think. Oh, is it my turn now? We just... is there a way I can... There's no hammer, so... I mean, I guess... Yeah, no. Well, this is becoming a... No, I'm not ready to die yet. Oh, alright. That answers, wait, can I draw? Oh, okay. Well, there's nothing I can do now. Yes, this is exactly what I need. It's all, the plan is all coming together. It's coming together here and now. Okay, my lane has, oh, it's still there, okay. Can I just like play something on, yeah, okay. What is Oh, it's it's an arm. Okay, I am just an arm. Sure. There's no way for me to get rid of something. I don't know what this is, but I guess it's taking up a lane. Yeah, okay. It's cool to see the cards fully 3D animated. This, I guess the end is near. We've deleted the music and the board. Bye. I must still. Shake your hand. I want to shake your hand. This is a trick. He wants to grab me. Put me in the non-existent bad closet. Okay. Alright, what abomination is this? There isn't much left. Inscryption is mostly gone. All that remains is the old data. Oh, okay. It is recommended that you do not access it. You will not heed the advice. Give me that old data. Department of Defense. I saw that. Everything is, yes.
Yes, thank you so much for getting back to me.
No problem, Luke. If I understand you correctly, you've got some video footage that might expose some malpractice on the part of a game publisher, Game Funa.
Yes, that's right. Firstly, I have a game of theirs that took control of my PC for a bit, which can't be legal, and then this woman from the company came to my house, and she...
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just get my pen and pad here, okay. Okay, so you have a game of theirs that took, was it a virus or something?
I told you!
All right. I think this is how any average card collector would want to go out with, you know, their cards being destroyed by their own blood, because the cards were theirs. Okay, so let's talk review. Inscryption is really a game that surpassed my expectations of what I was going to get into. I bought this very long ago, maybe shortly after launch. I can't exactly remember when, or you know, in a spirit of things, maybe it just appeared in my Steam account. I'm kidding, but I mean, physical or, you know, metaphysical circumstances aside, I'm glad that I bought it I'm glad I finally found time to play it. I I find myself wanting to return to it, hoping that I can get a similar experience as to the first time I played it. There's a very short list of games that I have that sentimentality for. We both know, even if you waited years and come back to it, you're never going to get that first real hit the first time you played it. And that's a really special feeling, especially in an industry where, games feel like they're made to almost be thrown away at times. And we all kind of know what I'm referring to there. And this is definitely not one of them. So I want to consider this from the perspective of 4 arcs or acts. That is Leshy, the first act, the second act, Inscryption, the game as it was intended to be played, quote unquote, intended to be played inside of the story that they tell. The third arc would be the PO3, and then the fourth one is, I'm just calling it the end. The mechanics that it leveraged and the way that it introduced them, especially during the first act, like chef's kiss. Looking down the road, though, comparatively, I would consider that to be one of the longest tutorials I have ever played. With the second act being the game as it was intended to be played, and then the third act with PO3 being the hard mode of the game, almost prohibitively so, and I can speak to that in just a moment. The only time that the game really felt like a grind was that third act. Again, I'm going to dive into that. Apparently now. So I'm looking at my notes. It's a little scattered, so I apologize. In the PO3 act specifically, there were forced mechanics. You had to leverage, these different the moxes, bones, sacrifices, batteries. They were all kind of forced onto you. I personally, in my playthrough in this act, struggled with a lack of cards, and due to the RNG nature of upgrading, I didn't feel like there was a lot of synergy in my deck. I probably could have bought more packs. That was only a hindsight kind of realization. But I do want to say the visual art style changes between these acts of the game, coupled with the puzzles that required you to stand up from the board and walk away and try to solve something in this like other room that you're in. It broke up that game loop just enough that it was not monotonous. I am aware of Casey's mod. I may have to return to play that. It would be interesting from, especially that fourth act, right, the end. It was very interesting to see the different art styles used by each of the scribes, and by that I mean their boards, the components that made up the game, specifically with the fourth and final one. His name is escaping me here in the Magnificus, because of the 3D art style instead of just cards. That was very interesting, and it would have been, from a story perspective, I think it would have been interesting to spend more time with those scribes. I say that because during the fourth and final act, I almost found the game with Leshy to be extremely sentimental. At the start of the game, you're like, this guy's crazy, he's power hungry, and then in that end, and as the story unfolds, you're like, he really just loved the game and wanted to play it and wanted to play a challenging opponent, which I suppose is the goal of any AI, right, that's programmed into video games. In terms of, I guess, some negative things for me, I could have done without the interludes with Luke Carter. I understand that it's there as a storyline vehicle for the premise of the game, but I feel like they could have just as easily just dropped you into Leshy's cabin with no explanation, and you would have been hooked into the story immediately. The interruptions from Luke were also so infrequent that I actually forgot that, I'm a guy sitting at a computer playing as a guy sitting at a computer playing a game. It's just one meta layer, too deep for me. I have really mixed feelings on the intrusion into my actual PC. I know that this is a thing that's made its way into, occasional games but I've never actually played one that did it. It did serve as kind of a good bump of adrenaline or dopamine or whatever hormone hits when you realize, okay, I'm going to be in serious trouble if this file gets deleted, or those are my Steam friends, or wow, this is actually my file system. It's novel, but it's just a touch too intrusive for me. But I do appreciate how it's worked into the storyline, as this game is actually a virus, or it's referred to as a virus. And I'm probably talking about this for way too long, but these, in the big picture of things, this is a very, very minor issue. I don't want it to detract from the positives of this game. They did a fantastic job of breaking up a traditional formula of these battler type games. They did that via the escape room mechanics, the change of art styles. It was all just enough to seem familiar, but it broke it up enough that it didn't feel like a slog. It didn't feel monotonous. Okay, so let's play Theorycraft for just a second. If I could change one thing, what would I change? Well, imagine with me for a second, right? The decoration and art styles from the 3D Leshy and PO3 acts and the end act, I think that could have been an entry point into a dedicated multiplayer mode where you customize your avatar look, your tokens, the mechanics, the noise cues, audio cues, all of those kinds of things. I think that you could have, effectively, the online mode could have been you were a scribe and you dictated all of those things. It could have been through paid cosmetics. It could have been through ranked ladders. It could have been through, paid tournaments online. I know we're in an age where microtransaction is prevalent, and I don't really appreciate that. But again, on the same side, on the technical side, right? Artists and graphic designers, that cost money. Servers and dedicated servers and stuff like that cost money. Once you start talking about multiplayer and competitive, you've got to have some kind of anti-cheat system, which again, there's a licensing fee for that. So, as much as we talk about those things, there has to be, from a business perspective, to make sense, there has to be some monetary transaction that has to occur to support all of that, right? But I do feel like that could have been a missed opportunity for at least a potential DLC entry point. Here is a multiplayer space, and let's just see what happens. It could have taken off and it could have flopped, but again, just that DLC, you as the consumer are basically saying this would be worth my money and worth a try. And then it could have gone from, somewhere bigger and better, but who knows? If I could have added or changed one thing, it would have probably been that, because I would love to be able to play this game more. And again, I know Casey Mod's a thing, but I'm a person who enjoys playing against people, not, algorithms. So, but all things aside, for what you get in the vanilla base game, the single player experience far outweighs all of that. And I have no idea, technically speaking, how difficult it would have been to implement a dedicated multiplayer mode. I'm sure it would have been a very serious undertaking. And I'm happy with my purchase. I'm happy with the time I spent, and I'm happy with the single player game. So baseline, Inscryption, a great game that really iterates on the formulas that you see in the industry and the genre. Right now, I'm at a 4.5 out of 5. Great game. Go try it. Thank you.